Hey, everybody. Welcome to the biggest event the whole month of May. In fact, May is Marijuana Month. Have you heard that? Medical Marijuana Month, too. We have a lot to celebrate. And one of the biggest and most impressive reasons that we're here today all comes together in this one gentleman down here in the center picture, Dr. Phil Leveque. Now, a lot of people have done a lot of things for medical marijuana, but very few have done what Dr. Leveque has done for the state of Oregon and for the world, the whole globe, believe me, because he was not just a spokesman. He was a doctor that believed in us. He believed in patients' rights. He believed in ending pain, ending the ability or the disability to reach what you need to get the medicine that you really need. And he saw from a young age that cannabis was that medicine. He was born in 1923. His dad was one of the great loggers of Oregon, and when his sons were young, he told Dr. Leveque and his brother, don't go into logging, it's all over. Got to find a new industry. So that was in the 30s. So he did. He went to college and he got his degree in biochemistry. He joined Patton's Army thinking that he'd be able to help on some fantastic level because of his chemistry degree. But instead they said, hey, dude, you're missing a couple of fingers on your right hand. You can't be an officer. So instead he joined the infantry and became a scout, and is one of the scouts that actually lived from Patton's army. He crossed the Rhine. His stories go on forever. And in fact, this is his book, Dog-Faced Soldier, Doc Leveque's own book. Is being re-edited right now, but there are a few copies that are available. So he wrote his memoirs of the war, but when he came back from the war, he went to work. He was a doctor. He got his degree. The people that he trained under knew all about cannabis medicine because they're the old guys. They'd been using cannabis medicine forever. They never even questioned whether or not they should use it. And so he discovered that. And still, he would say right now, should he be here, that there's a bottle of cannabis medicine somewhere in his barn from back then because it worked so well he decided to keep it. So he was a born in the wool, dyed in the wool cannabis crusader from a young age. He had a lifetime of incredible experiences. He taught in Africa. He was the first man first doctor to teach surgeons brain surgery in Sierra Leone in their brand new hospitals. So he made a lot of really great dedicated moves for all of us. But when it came to cannabis, he came back to Oregon, he set up practice, and he soon discovered where his real calling was, and this is it. He put his all he got together with Paul Stanford, Paul Loney, and a lot of other very important folks, and worked at the THCF clinic, the very first clinic in the state of Oregon. And he helped veterans. He had over 1,000 veterans were his clients. Of course, they were near and dear to his heart. But all of us were. He testified over 400 times as a toxicologist, pharmacologist. He had a PhD in that. He's one of the only toxicologists in the country with those credentials. And we were lucky enough in the state of Oregon to be able to have him be with us, represent us, speak to our legislature, go to our hearings. And he is one of the greatest assets to the medical marijuana program worldwide that's ever existed. And so it seems almost fitting that last year on Global Cannabis Day, he left us and passed on to new horizons and better journeys, no doubt. And so I am so honored to be able to be the one that says we dedicate this stage right here, Global Cannabis Day, Global Cannabis March, here in Portland, Oregon. This stage is dedicated to Dr. Phil Leveque. This is now the Dr. Phil Leveque Memorial Stage. Yeah! Thank you guys so much for coming. Being here is really what it's about, and every single one of you is absolutely important and precious to us. So thank you very much. And, from Doc. What does Doc have to say? Don't smoke in the rain. That's right.